Well, it may be the end of December. It might be cold, but we're still brave. Hey, I'm Adam Miko. I'm here with my buddy Bob Reed with Uplake Adventures, and you've got me going on another crazy deal on Lake Powell.
Here we are again, right?
Yeah.
2022. It's really cold outside this year. We're going to do our winter solstice ride. Actually, a little different this year.
Okay.
We decided to spend the longest night in North America on Lake Powell, which is the 20th, and then ride back on the 21st.
This is crazy.
Yeah, we're going to launch before first light, try to be on the, up lake really early, right as the sun's just cracking. We're good! We're going to go clear up past Good Hope Bay, clear as far as we can go today, find a place to camp, stay on the lake. It'll be great. All right, let's go. Let's go up lake. It's time. Those of you who've never done this, it's something you have to do. Typically our winter solstice, we leave the morning of the 21st, which is the shortest daylight of the year, and we go all the way to the end of Lake Powell, or the beginning of Lake Powell, back to Wahweap all in one day. We thought we'd mix it up a little bit this year. We wanted to spend a night on the longest night of the year, which is the 20th, which is tonight.
Joining us is a few friends of Bob and a guy by the name of Adam Swartz, an Englishman who is experiencing Lake Powell for the first time.
I didn't expect it to be so magnificent. Like when you're riding next to some of these walls and they're just like hundreds and hundreds of feet and you feel this big. It's such a humbling place.
No way! Look at this!
It was like floating. It was like being on a magic carpet. Like, I have never experienced conditions like that. And then not only that, but you've got the reflections of the mountains. So, the mountains come down and then you've just got this like glassy mirror reflection. I felt so humbled on this trip. Like reconnecting with nature, not having any cell phone service. I thought it was brilliant.
Normally, we don't have time to stop and fish on the Solstice run, but because we're staying the night, we have the time. So we stopped in Friendship Cove to troll around and spoon for some stripers.
A lot of different spoons will work down here. Cotton cordelles. I'm using one that my buddy Brad has homemade lure. It works great. It's kind of like the old Wally lures that you used to be able to buy down here. I mean, even a Castmaster will work. Anything that flutters looks like a wounded shad fluttering down. They'll attack it.
Fish on. There we go. My favorite time of year fish is from probably November through the end of January. Just because the stripers, they all school up in the backs of canyons and in the backs of the bays, and where the water's a little murky.
Boy, they're little, aren't they?
Yeah, but they taste good.
Yeah, they are good. I'll eat them.
What did we pulled in the Friendship this morning.
We caught 10 in 45 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, first drop down, boom, we hit them. So, and sometimes it can be so good, your spoon doesn't even hit the bottom. You're just down and up and down.
It's as fast as we can get it down there. It's a better fish. First stop, we got them. No net on these boats. You just got to flip them on. That one's a little bit bigger. You got a fish, Chris? Nice. Woo. We're gonna have lots of fillets. After our fill, it was time to head up lake and look for a camping spot. We found a great spot right in the main channel. The sun is going down and it's time to eat some of Bob's famous Lake Powell lasagna.
Bob, I must be really hungry because this smells really good.
Well, it's amazing how many people, again, have never eaten outside, never camped outside, never in their life slept out in a tent. Yeah. And so for some people, this is a real push to do this. This is a really pulling them outside their comfort zone to come and sleep in a tent in the middle of nowhere with no cell phone service and underneath a beautiful sky. But they always come away just extremely pleased.
The sun is setting. It's starting to cool down pretty quick. Time to huddle around the campfire, get warm, and take a break from the 125-mile ride.
Welcome back to KSL Outdoors, back here at beautiful Lake Powell. Well, we awoke to just a gorgeous morning. Nobody here, the sun is out, it's actually really warm. We're gonna go fishing. We're up here at Good Hope Bay area, where traditionally it's been some of the best fishing on the lake. We'll go deploy some spoons,
maybe some walleye divers and maybe an XD wrap, and see what we can catch.
The rest of the crew headed up Lake of Good Hope Bay to see what they could find. I wanted more fillets, and so I deployed some deep diving cranks and started trolling, looking for schooling stripers.
It's feeling like a striper. Got a nice heavy tug.
You've heard the saying that 90% of the fish live in 10% of the lake? That's kind of how it works down here at Powell for stripers. Your biggest hurdle is finding them.
Boy, he's a fatty, isn't he?
This fish is on a walleye diver. Really though, any lure that dives 15 to 30 feet and looks like a shad will work. I troll as fast as 3 to 4 miles per hour, and once you catch a few fish trolling and you're seeing some marks on your finder, put the trolling lures away and grab a spoon.
Just gotta hook 1 or 2 of these, get the school excited. Oh, we hit it. Dang it. There he is. Got him. That's a striper. So yeah, just watch your graph. Oh boy, that's a good fish. And I got 3 or 4 following him up because they're excited now. Probably see him here in a second. Big old tank. That's what we came for. That's probably a 4-pound fish right there.
While I'm doing battle with 4-pound stripers, the other guys
Look at it cracking as the wave hits it.
are battling ice.
Okay, so this just officially became the coldest weather I've ever ridden a Sea-Doo in. There is ice on the top of the lake, and it's 62 feet deep here. Wow.
And the further they went, the thicker it got.
Yeah, this is probably getting too thick to break through, Bob. That's an inch thick.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. I don't think we should push through this. I think we'll break the skis.
Oh, we hit it. Yeah, he got it. I looked at my line and it had stopped.
Back in Good Hope Bay, the fishing is on fire.
Another good one, not quite as big as the last one. Oh my gosh, they're all over underneath me. That excited them.
In just over an hour,
There he is. That's a good one. That one's got some power. All right. And the school's going crazy.
I boated a dozen fat stripers.
There he is. I wish some of my buddies were here. Where are you, Bob? I mean, this is a medium heavy rod. I like using braid because you get a good hook set. And I just put a 8 to 10 pound fluorocarbon leader on there. And seems to do the ticket. That's a fatty there.
And when I filleted these stripers, most had 4 to 5 threadfin shad in their stomachs.
So that's the difference there between probably a 2-year-old fish and a 3-4-year-old fish. This one's been feeding really well. Look at the shoulders on it. Great fillets. These are fine too. These little guys still have a decent fillet, but that's what we wanted right there. Spoons, you can troll them up. I got more fish down there. I gotta get back down there.
Fish on, baby.
Nice.
It wasn't long before the other guys returned from their adventure
A little different pull than those little guys, huh?
Yeah. Come on, baby.
and joined in on the fun.
Ah, look at that fatty.
Don't get that down south.
Now your man made a northern fisherman out of me.
Spooning stripers is almost as fun as chasing boils in the fall. One thing is for sure, you can load the boat.
There he is. Hit it on the way down. Pretty cool cave here just off the main channel. We're about, mile marker 90 or so. This cave's been underwater for so long, and it's a big old deep cave. I mean, I could fit my cruiser in here quite a ways. It's pretty cool about these Sea-Doos. You can get back into these canyons, into these caves pretty far.
Welcome back to Lake Powell. Yeah, the water is low this year, but hopefully it comes back up with the great winter weather we've had. The Bullfrog ramp is scheduled to be closed by the time this airs. Some hardy anglers did find primitive launches last year for small fishing boats at Bullfrog, but bigger boats will have to wait until spring runoff.
And now that it's down so low, historically low obviously, it's exposing some of these canyons and things that I've never seen.
Look at this.
So even though the lake is a lot smaller, canyons are shorter, canyon walls are taller. And you go to the end of a lot of these slot canyons, you get off your boat or get off your Sea-Doo, and now you can do some amazing walking or hiking in things that are just have been covered for years and years. Almost a treat to see it at this level.
These Sea-Doo Explorers are fun to ride, fish off of, whatever you want.
Everything you need, you can put on here.
It's almost as if they were made for an excursion like we're doing here at Powell.
It's got the navigation, the Garmin, and things like that. They've added the windshield, which is amazing. It's total changed everything for riding later in the year and earlier in the year. So it really extends our riding season in comfort. And then they've added some more link attachments on the back, and they came up with a 100-liter dry bag to put on the back of this. And this dry bag is great because now all my gear, cots and tents and everything goes in one bag. Oh, so much easier. It's they really made my life easy.
The Explorer surprised me at how well it handled rough water. We encountered 3, even 4-foot waves on our ride back, and with the windshield, I don't think any of us got wet.
Like I say, we've added the windshield, we have the extra storage rack, we've got the grab rails on the front, and then you've got the usual stuff, so you have your rod holder, your cup holder, you can kit it out for fishing, you can kit it out for travel, adventure, all of that kind of thing. So you can really make it do exactly what you need it to. And then the addition as well of this new touch screen, fish finder, depth gauge, navigation. You know, you're basically never going to get lost. You always know where the fish are, and yeah, you can get home at the end of the day.
Hey, fishing's phenomenal right now.
Oh yeah.
People need to get down here and enjoy this.
Boy, there's some healthy fish up here, isn't there?
Yeah, they're fat, healthy, good fillets.
What a great day on the lake.
I enjoyed it. Now we got 115 miles back.
We got better get after it too because it's the shortest day of the year.
If you want to come out with Bob and Uplake or Upland Adventures, they do both, land and water. Come up and give them a try, and I guarantee you'll have a great time. I'm Adam Meek with KSL Outdoors, reminding you out with your family, your friends. Make some memories outdoors. We'll see you next weekend. Good night.